Good morning, traders, and this is your S&P 500 day chart review for today. So just starting off on the weekly, I do have a weekly level that I've drawn in, and the S&P and the Dow are very different in their weekly setups at the moment. So the S&P is finding support at the 150 EMA, where the Dow is rejecting the 150 EMA. So anyway, here's a bit of information from the US markets. Was quite interesting for me. The reality of this situation here is, firstly, we are range bound. Okay, we are pretty much range bound. We have tested this 150 EMA twice now. So we've moved up, come down, test it. Moved up, come down, and tested it. So that there right now is consolidation. It is a range. Okay, now all you bears are probably going to drop a couple of 100,000 tons down for me at the moment, but I trade what I see. Okay, so we've had a fairly strong move up, and everybody's on about the V reversals. V reversals don't happen. V reversals, V reversals. V reversals do happen. They're just rare. Okay, so a breakout of the structure gives us a target of an all-time high. As bizarre as that sounds, with the world economy in the shambles it is right now, that is a reality. You've got to also remember that the dollar is seen for some reason as a safe haven right now. So the dollar, the dollar is just the probability of the dollar and the market going up. It doesn't make sense either, but there are a lot of signals in the market that could very well happen. So, as I say, as bizarre as it sounds, you could have gold, dollar, and the markets running at the same time. Anyway, I trade what I see. I'm not really interested in the noise in the news. So let's just get down to the daily environment here. So here you can see the 2 weekly levels. And obviously we can fine tune them, but I don't really want to fine tune them because I think that is the area we need to pay attention to. Now, if you look at the daily, we are rejecting the 150 EMA twice now. We've had a crossover the 50 and 20 EMA moving averages here. Okay, oscillators are pretty much nowhere. They've been nowhere all week. As far as I'm concerned now, the structure that we had in place, I think the probability of that structure playing out is a lot lower. And I was looking for that area there. I had a trade in, and I was definitely looking for that area there. What changed my mind was when I was watching this chart and just putting some trend lines in. There was the trend line that I had in, and then I had this trend line here, and I suddenly realized that we are in a wedge, and we're in a wedge looking left, coming up to an area of support, which was this next level here, which I had drawn in. Okay, and if you just fine tune this just to this previous low here, you can see we didn't even quite get there. And at that point, I immediately was off the higher time frames onto lower time frames, looking what's going on and seeing we had a breakthrough and then a pullback and rejection. Okay, my stop was moved down pretty quickly to cover myself. Entry was up here. The stop was moved down pretty quickly and triggered almost immediately, basically 30 minutes later. Look at the oscillators here. And then you can see what happened here at this wedge break, up, down, breakout, and now we continue to the upside. Okay, so that's just giving you an idea of, you need to be agile at the moment, especially when we are range bound. And that's what we are now. Forget head and shoulders patterns at the moment. It's actually pointless even trying to look at them. Whenever there are bearish signals big bearish signals on the US markets, and that was going back the last couple of years during the bull trend, they almost never played out. Your bullish signals always played out, but the bearish signals had a very low probability of playing out. is on the higher time frames. Lower time frames, yes, we had little micro pullbacks back to levels, and being able to get back in on the trend. So right now, my opinion is pretty simple, and we're going to get to the hour for this, is we are range bound. The bottom of the range has pretty much been defined as 2781.3. 2781 is probably just the round number we're looking at, and the top part of this range is 2939. Okay, so as far as I'm concerned, what I'm looking for now is any form of pullback onto structure. Here is my structure here. Okay, 2825. I'm looking for a pullback onto this, and then we'll be onto the 15-minute chart looking for any kind of bullish signals. Bullish signals being engulfing bars, pin bars, inside bars, any sort of price action, double bottom on that level, and I'll be looking to get long with a stop below the structure, and my target is going to be, first target area will be 2900, and then second target area, again, top of range, which is 2839. Okay, so if you look at the structures forming now, we have broken through the moving averages here, and we've rejected them. So you'd almost be tempted to say a break above this fractal here, or even break above here. I'm looking for a move to the upside, but it's wrong time of day right now. So we're in the Asian session, volumes are low, anything can happen. So my plan of action for this today: wait for the European Open, wait for the pullback. Pullback I'm looking for would be 2825, and if I just get back to 15 minutes here, you'll see there's quite a bit of structure here. That's kind of the setup I'm looking for, and I'd like to see my oscillators on the 15 minutes at least grouping like this. Group nice and tightly off a level and off a major level, and then a bit of a crossover here. That would give me a fairly decent swing trade if we were awake. I didn't really switch my position because it was a 400-point trade, and I was quite happy with that. But if we did switch position, it was a 700-point trade. Okay, but anyway, win some, lose some. That's the nature of the game. So that's kind of my plan of action for today. So you can see we've already got a crossover of the moving averages on the 15 minutes. So the trend today is looking like it is going to be an upward trend day. It is Friday, so it could just be a sideways day. But the fact that we had buyers come in yesterday off the bottom here does lead me to believe that we're going to have a continuation today at least. Maybe a bit of a sell-off late in the session. So the easy way for me to trade this is really European session, pretty much up to the European close. There should be opportunities to trade this thing all the way up to there, and then at the European close, switch down the laptop and enjoy the weekend. So for us in South Africa, that's a normal trading day. So we can basically shut down at around 5:30, 6 o'clock in the evening, and that's pretty much my plan today. In fact, so wait for the pullback, get in on the trade, hoping that we resume this mini trend that we've got going at least to one of these two levels. Okay, 2900 and 2939, sorry. Okay, so yeah, that's it for me today. Hope that helps you somewhat. It's going to be pretty interesting to see what weekly bar we finish with. What we're looking at here, if you look left, there's a lot of up and down. Never had this kind of volatility in 1 week. You can see it takes a number of weeks to move this amount of points at the moment, but make hay while the sun shines, eh? So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. If we do end up with a pin bar here, don't read much into it. I would want to see a break and a retest of 2939. I want to see a breakout, retest, bold structure. Then I am as bullish as they will be. Okay. Anyway, guys, that's me for today. Pay attention to your micro levels. I think it's going to be important. Take your profit often. Don't assume that we're going to fall to the floor. I made that mistake yesterday. Almost got caught out, but luckily was watching it and could make a decision on the fly to actually stop being stupid, I think is the best way to put it. Anyway, hope it helps, and we will catch you later. Cheers for now.